Halo teman-teman, selamat datang kembali di channel Guru dan kali ini kita akan melanjutkan lagi nih teman-teman perjalanan kita untuk menamatkan game Genshin Impact. Oke. Semoga apapun yang kita lakukan ke depannya dapat diberkahi oleh Tuhan. Kalian jangan patah semangat teman-teman. Gue yakin kalau misalkan kita ngelakuin apapun itu secara terus-menerus, yang penting ada progresnya. Pasti semuanya akan kembali lagi ke kita nih teman-teman. So tanpa banyak basa-basi lagi, gue akan langsung mulai gamenya nih teman-teman. Kalau kalian suka dengan video-video gue, kalian like video-video gue. Kalau kalian punya tips dan trik untuk bermain Genshin Impact yang baik dan benar, kalian komen ya teman-teman. Kalian komen di video-video gue. Dan kalau kalian pengen lihat gue mainin game yang lainnya juga, kalian subscribe channel ini sehingga channel ini juga terus berkembang, sehingga gue tetap mainin game yang lainnya juga nih teman-teman. Selain itu, kalau channel ini berkembang, gue juga semakin semangat nih teman-teman, semakin semangat untuk melanjutkan perjalanan kita. Yang terakhir itu kita lagi berurusan dengan yang namanya habis order ya teman-teman. Jadi gue udah ngelanjutin lagi nih. Cuman karena kepanjangan, jadi akhirnya gue potong dulu videonya. Dan ini adalah yang part keduanya. Kita disuruh ke Reunited Cathedral dulu. Jadi kita langsung aja ke sini untuk ngelanjutin misinya nih teman-teman. Nah, kalau kalian pengen tahu kenapa ceritanya bisa sampai sini, kalian harus dan wajib banget nonton video-video gue yang sebelumnya juga teman-teman. Jadi kalian balik dulu, kalian nonton juga sehingga kalian juga nggak bingung nih kenapa gue bisa sampai sini teman-teman. Selain itu untuk promosiin video-video gue yang kemarin juga ya. Apalagi kalau misalkan kalian punya kritik dan saran untuk video-video gue ke depannya, kalian boleh banget tulis di kolom komentar teman-teman.
A grandiose cathedral. The people of Mondstadt clearly spent a great deal of resources and energy to construct them. But how aware of this was the Animal Archon on receiving this gift? And how much did he give back in return?
Faith doesn't ask for anything in return, though, does it?
As long as the gods have a clear conscience about it all, there's nothing I can say about it.
Shh! We're about to enter the cathedral! Don't say anything bad about the Animal Archon! And actually, the Animal Archon is... never mind!
I never specifically said I would enter the cathedral. I'll leave you two to mingle with the sisters.
Huh?
You are the honorary knight of Mondstadt. They will surely allow you to poke into these affairs with their utmost trust. Having me tag along would only make them suspicious. Correct. And just as our little friend said, I might say something bad about the church at any time. When a non-believer steps onto holy ground, the result is never pretty. I have never received the favor of the gods in the past. I don't see any reason I would need it now, or in the future either. That's enough about that. While we've been chit-chatting, the Abyss Order continues to act.
Okay, then we'll just go in ourselves and ask around.
I should warn you about one thing. Don't go mentioning the defiled statue inside the cathedral. The Church of Favonius wouldn't ignore the matter of the statue. But if they rashly tried anything against the Abyss Order, it would only ruin whatever element of surprise we may have. Also, meddling in the affairs of the Abyss usually doesn't end well for anyone.
Oke, Dan Slip ini sebenarnya sama karakter utama kita tuh agak mirip ya teman-teman, kayak abang adik gitu. Kalau gue lihat ya. Jadi kita langsung aja ke Barbara ya teman-teman. Sebenarnya kayak ini punya Barbara ya teman. Lagi gak gue pakai nih kayaknya teman-teman. Jadi Barbara itu seorang healer. Cuma gue lah tuh bener-bener lagi butuh yang namanya karakter bintang-bintang 5 nih. miHoYo, come on ya, miHoYo. Langsung aja.
Honorary Knight! Hi, how have you been? Do you need anything today? But I should first make it clear that if you need to borrow the Holy Lyre to Hermel again, we cannot oblige.
It seems she hasn't realized it's just an illusion. Oh, we're here to ask some questions about something. Barbara, have you heard about the first field tiller?
What's that? Field tiller. What does it do?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about that. Okay, next question. Has the church ever lost a statue of the seven?
Huh? You're here to ask about that old story? Well, I didn't expect that. That was such a long time ago, barely anyone mentions it nowadays. A long time ago, there was indeed one statue of the seven that disappeared one night without a trace. Nearly every member of the church joined the search for it, but it was never found. In the church's records, as you might assume, this incident has been called the Lost Statue of the Seven.
Of course.
Of course?
Nothing? So do you have any other clues? Paimon means any other strange stories? Sorry, Barbara, but we can't tell you about the statue we saw just yet. Like Dane said outside, it's for your own good.
Other strange stories? I'm not sure. Let me think about what other unusual incidents are in the church's records. Oh, the tyrant's final fury? No, that's from another time. Probably unrelated.
The tyrant's final fury?
Oh, this refers to a time of great danger that engulfed old Mondstadt, the place now known as Storm Terror's lair. Many, many years ago, there was a time when balls of fire would rain from the sky whenever anyone approached old Mondstadt.
Balls of fire raining from the sky? How terrifying!
People at that time believed it was a curse laid down by the god of storms, so they referred to it as the tyrant's final fury. This strange phenomenon continued for about a year. No one was ever able to solve it. It just gradually ceased on its own. Right. Later, the theory of the tyrant's final fury became less probable in the eyes of the church. Common reasoning dictates that the god of storms wouldn't shoot fireballs. Perhaps it was something else that caused the disaster. Anyway, this incident might not be related to the lost statue of the seven, but I just can't think of any other strange incidents that might be.
It's okay. Thanks anyway.
There's that pointless word, thank you, again. I can never get used to hearing it.
Oh, Rosaria, it's you.
If you're looking for the Knights of Favonius, they're busy with those monsters again.
Those monsters?
Those monsters that tried to attack Mondstadt last time during the Storm Terror incident?
Wasn't that the Abyss Order? They're at it again?
Indeed. They're gathering in Wolvendom, causing great unrest among the wolves. Could it be that the Abyss Order is targeting the spirit of Lupus Boreas? As for what purpose, I can't say for certain. Master Jean has already headed off to Wolvendom. I must also begin to make a move myself.
Then I will go as well.
Master Jean said you should stay at the church and continue your work with the clergy.
But you're also a member of the clergy.
Right. We'll go give Master Jean a hand.
Oh, okay. If the honorary knight will be there, then... But please, everyone, be careful. May the Animal Archon protect you all.
Boreas. Boreas itu kalau kalian ingat, gue inget banget itu kita yang pas misinya Raptor, questnya Raptor. Jadi dia itu seorang serigala yang besar ya teman-teman. Kalau nggak salah dia itu salah satu temannya dari si Anemo Archon. Jadi salah satu temannya dari si Fenty ya. Cuma dia punya kekuatan yang kayak dewa, tapi dia tidak mau jadi dewa nih teman-teman. Kalau kalian mau tahu jelasnya gimana, seperti biasa gue akan ngomong, kalian tonton ya episode ini, oke? Okay?
I see. Has the Abyss Order already launched a new operation? This could very well have something to do with the defiled statue. We should go as well.
But what is the Abyss Order going to Wolvendom for anyway? Are they looking to do the same as they did with Dvalin? Not again!
No, that's not likely. Unlike Osile, who was just suppressed, Andreas died long ago. Today, it is just his spirit that stands guard over Wolvendom. The Abyss Herald may just be targeting the spirit of Andreas in an attempt to garner some information from one of the Anemo Archon's old companions.
Sejujurnya di antara kita langsung terap aja ya. Di antara apa ini? Oh wow, ini kayak keren gitu ya. Di antara Fenty dengan Chongli ya, gue lebih senang ceritanya tentang Chongli sih. Tapi kalau ngelihat dari teman-temannya, maksudnya kayak si Devalin atau si Andreas ini Boreas, itu kayak kerenan Fenty ya teman-teman ya. Jadi monster tuh kayak monsternya lebih keren-keren.
The Abyss Order!
Don't underestimate the enemy. Let's take them now.
Leave it all to me.
There sure are a lot of enemies around here.
The closer we get to the target, the more enemies there are. Fits the Abyss Order's style.
Yeah, let's go!
I'm not going any further.
Huh? Why not? Is it because you're afraid of fluffy animals?
It has nothing to do with wolves. It's because Boreas was an ancient god, yet he willingly became a servant of the Seven. I cannot possibly agree with his actions. I don't desire any interaction with him. Besides, you're the one people like. I'm less likable. There's nothing special about gods anyway. It's just my opinion, but a word of advice. Always be on your guard when around gods. You shouldn't place too much trust in them. But at the same time, don't go too far in the opposite direction. Don't go trying to overthrow them or hunt them down, even if the god in question is your sworn enemy.
Don't trust them and don't hunt them. That's some awkward advice. Does Dane hate the Seven, or is he protecting them?
Lest I repeat the failings of my forebears, I will tell you one final fact.
Huh? What fact?
The destruction of the nation of Kanria by the gods is the reason the Abyss Order now seeks to destroy the nations watched over by the Seven. Well, enough chit-chat. We should get back to business. I will go take care of the remaining Abyss Order members in the area. Try and keep your visit with Boreas brief. Afterward, let's meet at the entrance to Wolvendom.
Up, there he goes. What a strange man. Yeah, that's true. You also keep your guard up against unfamiliar gods. At the Rite of Dissension in Liyue, your decision was very similar to what Dane would do. Not the easiest situation.
Honorary Knight, Paimon, what are you two doing here?
Oh, Master Jean! So glad we found you. Rosaria told us that you came here to fight the Abyss Order, so we came to help.
Then your help is greatly appreciated. The Abyss Order's sudden offensive is very strange. They have surrounded Wolvendom. I am preparing to send out some knights to fight back. I just scouted out all of Wolvendom, but I did not see you. Rosaria told me that the Abyss Order is going after Boreas. But the Abyss Order and Boreas... What is the connection between them?
They just like to cause trouble. Do they really need a reason? The Abyss Order already went after Devalin. It's not too surprising that they would also go after another one of the Animal Archon's buddies.
That is... Regardless, whether the reason behind the present threat is clear or not, I will handle the situation. Honorary Knight, please go and check if Lupus Boreas is in any danger. This god's spirit... He does not often see people, but I hear that you have met him before. Maybe it is best that you are also the one to meet him this time. Okay, be careful. Thank you for your help, Honorary Knight of Favonius.
Honorary Knight of Favonius. Oke. Ya kita disuruh ke sana, cuman kayak kita lewat sini aja teman-teman. Kita jemput dulu saja untuk mengulur waktu. Jadi Abyss Order ini kemungkinan besar kan nih kemarin sempat di part 31 itu kan Kalau misalkan Kenria itu hancur dan Abyss Order ini kemungkinan besar kan memang rakyat dari Kenria itu nih teman-teman. Salah satu alasan kenapa Kenria hancur itu kan karena mereka tidak percaya dengan dewa. Cuman balik lagi, mereka juga terlalu civilization itu terlalu advance. Jadi mereka itu terhadap teknologi itu terlalu
Over there, it's Razor! And the Abyss Herald!
terlalu maju.
You not welcome here.
Si Razor lagi ya teman-teman ya. Ini cocok banget untuk dijadiin thumbnail.
So, the wolf's wretched spirit likes to raise wild pups now. You claim to be a guardian, yet your once sharp claws have clearly dulled since your days of godly glory. If you serve us, we can restore your divine powers you once held in the past. Lies. Lies.
What the heck is this ceremony? He looks like he's in a lot of pain. Oh no, is this the same thing they did to corrupt Dvalin's mind?
Wolves never surrender. But this can't go on.
No matter how many times you resist us, your efforts are all in vain.
Another round.
Bow
Ini
before the abyss.
taruh. Oh, dia mundur lagi. Hey.
Steady as stone. Boba, get them! Eat this!
Time to clean up.
The end is nigh.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Aduh, udah kuat teman-teman.
The end will come.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Surging tide. The world will fall. The end is nigh.
Nah, sayangnya kita kalau belum punya karakter bagus
I must leave no stone unturned.
dan begitu kita karakter yang udah gue punya kurang
No, my sword.
Boba, get them!
The world will fall. The end is nigh. Surging tide.
Rain outlines your fate.
The world will fall. The world
Into the fire!
will
defeat all opponents, oke? Jadi ini harus
The ceremony was interrupted. How fortunate for you. How does an old spirit have such determined will? No matter. This is but a small unforeseen variable. Our grand scheme will not be affected.
It disappeared again!
Thank you. You came. Just in time.
Human Lupercal. I am ashamed that you must see me in my present state. But still, The Abyss Herald underestimated my strength.
Lupus Boreas never refuses trial, but scary outsider, not respect trial rules. I too didn't see the trap.
Wait, so you mean the Abyss Order had everything prepared to corrupt Lupus Boreas' mind, then lured him out under the pretense of challenging him in a trial?
Thank you. In the future, my claws must get sharper. You smelled danger and came here?
No, we heard about the danger. Paimon's nose doesn't even know what danger smells like. Besides coming to help, we actually have something to ask you about too. Excuse us, Mr. Wolf God. Do you know anything about the first field tiller?
I pay no heed to the contraptions of humans. I know not what this field tiller is. Though there was indeed one human-made machine that I can never forget. It entered into my proving ground by accident, and I mistook it for a challenger. But it could not think, only fight. It was designed as a pure killing machine from top to bottom. I eventually damaged it greatly with one of my attacks. Before it fell to the ground, it fled the proving ground.
By the sounds of it, it's possible that could have been the very first field tiller, right?
Yes, it could spin, leap high into the air, and even shoot fireballs. Although no match for a god, it was stronger than even many who wield visions.
Fireballs? Hey, didn't we hear this somewhere else recently as well? Anyway, this pretty much proves that the first field tiller came to Mondstadt, doesn't it? It sounds like the first one was way stronger than the mass-produced ruin guards that came after. But in this story, it was damaged at the proving ground while fighting the Wolf of the North.
Don't know, but did we help?
Yes, you were a big help. Thanks. We need to keep investigating something super important. The Abyss Herald may have left, but the Abyss's forces are still attacking. You two be careful.
Yes, I smell more danger. Bigger danger. You too. Also, be careful.
Well, that was some good intel. Quick, let's go tell Dane.
Kita ke Dane lagi, kita bisa teleport atau tidak? Kita cek dulu. Oh, bisa. Jadi kita kesini dulu. Teleport. First tiller, jadi kemungkinan besar kan kita cuma lawan Ruin Guards biasa aja. Cuman katanya ini yang pertama kali dibuat ya teman-teman.
Dane, there you are. Did you see Master Jean?
I saw her but purposely avoided her. As both the Lion Fang Knight and acting Grand Master, she naturally would have some reservations towards me. If I'm not careful, one day I may find myself becoming the object of one of her investigations. But back to the matter at hand. I defeated some of the Abyss forces but wasn't able to gather any information. Did you have more success? I see. Well then, we can more or less figure out where the first field tiller ended up.
Huh? Really? Just from the Lupus Boreas story?
That information combined with a more comprehensive analysis. For example, the old story you told me you heard in the cathedral. Exactly. The strange story told to you by that young sister, long mistaken to be a curse rained down by a deceased tyrant.
Paimon gets it. So the tyrant's final fury was really just missiles fired from the field tiller after it ran from Wolvendom. After it was damaged in the fight with the Wolf of the North, it must have wandered into the ruins of Old Mondstadt and stayed there. Then, whenever anyone got close, pew, pew, boom! It would fire a ton of missiles at them. Until one day, it finally broke down for good, and the fireballs stopped raining from the sky. Back then, the people of Mondstadt hadn't seen many ruin guards before, so they came to interpret it as the tyrant's final fury.
It looks like we need to make a trip to Storm Terror's lair and comb the entire area. What do you mean?
Huh? You mean... Oh, Paimon remembers too! We saw that abandoned ruin guard sitting atop the tower when we went there before. Can't forget something like that.
Langsung lagi kita teleport ya teman-teman. Ini aja dulu ya, kita kesini. Jadi sejujurnya ini tentang si Dain Slave lagi ya, berarti tentang Abyss Order. Wow, dia ternyata abstraksi. Jadi di bawah situ, jadi kita turun aja teman-teman.
This is it, right? Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method. Using elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try. And done.
Wow! It's
The very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another ancient term from Conria?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osiel, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we may hide it, they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
But our work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
Oke, kita ke ruinnya lagi ya teman-teman. Ini ada dari mana sih? Wow,
Help! My dinner is attacking me!
gak bisa ya. Jadi kita ngeliat nanti aja kita nyarinya. Kita sekarang fokus misi dulu. Dan kita harus ke situ lagi teman-teman. Jadi kita buka ini aja. Teleport ke sini dulu. Terus lanjut lagi ke domaining di situ. Jadi sampai sekarang nih ini cerita tentang Kenria ya. Dan salah satu yang paling gue bingung itu adalah
Did I leave my apron outside to dry?
kenapa bisa karakter kita si Ender itu ada di Kenria ini teman-teman. Dengan umur yang lebih dari 500 tahun kan berarti. Tapi kalau Dainsleif dari Kenria dengan kita yang juga dari Kenria, kemungkinan besar kita tuh mirip ya. Rambut blonde, jadi rambut emas. Terus si Lumin juga kembar kita juga rambut emas. Cuman kalau Jin dan Barbara apakah juga sama dari Kenria? Itu yang kita masih bingung juga ya. Terlalu banyak hal-hal yang bikin bingung di sini teman-teman. Jadi gue start aja. Katanya perlu S, tapi gue sih pikir kita nggak perlu S, kita pakai aja, oke? Karena tadi kemarin udah sempet gue mainin. Kalau kalian pengen lihat gimana cara gue maininnya, kalian nonton aja dong. Nonton video sebelum ini, oke teman-teman? Sekalian untuk
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Tibet. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue,
ya
we just need...
belum ada apa-apanya, gue udah mati. Bisa, pasti bisa. Tenang. Kemarin tuh ada ini ya, ada tapakannya. Sekarang malah habis semua nih.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares. Unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Lawan dia lagi. Oke. Ini perlawanan tank 3.
Steady as stone. Koba,
Cepat.
get them!
No, my sword!
Ah,
Princess.
Hey! Could that be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald! Your sister and the Abyss?
Ether. Why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your sister knows Dane?
Lumine, we meet again.
What? here? Dane knows her too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Amin.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy...
Home. Yes. Of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world. So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
Left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. That's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? Oh, well then, let's go over it again. First off, that Abyss Herald called your sister Princess. It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still, we don't know for sure if she's the highest-ranking leader in the organization. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be that she wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your sister said that Dane is her enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place and get back to the surface where the sun shines bright. If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, traveler. Let's go.
Fuck. Jadi terlalu banyak The game seru banget ya teman-teman ya. Dasar gue entah kenapa gue jadi suka banget sama di game ini. Terlalu banyak apa ya, misteri yang kita belum bisa pecahin nih teman-teman. Jadi kayak aduh, gue jadi bingung, seru tapi bingung gitu. Jadi Lumin yang kita tahu ya, Lumin itu memang masih hidup. Jadi memang beberapa, kalau kalian tahu di episode berapa gue juga lupa, itu Lumin tuh pernah ada tuh di scene-nya. Cuma tapi gue nggak tahu misalkan dia itu ternyata bergabung dengan Abyss Order, dan ternyata Abyss Order itu ya memang the people of Kenria gitu teman-teman. Kayak too much information at once, jadi terlalu banyak informasi dalam satu waktu gitu kan. Cuman seru banget, jadi game ini tuh memang kayak worth untuk dicoba ya. Maksudnya untuk worth untuk kita tamatin lah teman-teman. Jadi akhirnya gue jadi semangat lagi nih. Memang Arkon Quest-nya itu jadi seru banget, jadi gue kayak gini ya. Gue suka banget di game-game kayak gini. Baiklah, kalau kalian mau main game ini gratis ya teman-teman. Kalian bisa download di Play Store atau dimanapun. Kalian kalau punya PC, PS4, PS5, Android, iOS. Gue main di Android, Xbox X, Series X dan S. Jadi kalian bisa main ini di mana aja. Kalian lihat sendiri keseruannya kayak gimana, oke? So nanti gue akan lanjutin lagi teman-teman. Jadi kemungkinan besar gue akan berhentiin dulu nih sampai sini videonya ya, oke? Kalau kalian suka dengan video-video gue, kalian like video-video gue. Kalau kalian punya tips dan trik cara bermain Genshin Impact, kalian juga pengen main bareng gue, atau kalian pengen kritik nih video-video gue, kalian tulis di kolom komentar ya teman-teman. Terus kalau misalkan kalian mau lihat gue mainin game ini terus menerus, dan kalau misalkan kalian juga pengen lihat gue mainin game yang lain juga, kalian bisa banget nih subscribe channel ini sehingga channel ini terus berkembang ya teman-teman, dan gue juga bisa mainin game-game yang lainnya juga ya teman-teman. Jadi sampai bertemu di kesempatan selanjutnya. Kira-kira seharusnya udah tamat gak sih kalau misalkan kita udah bertemu dengan Lumin? Nah, harusnya jadinya kita perjalanan kita malah untuk ke tujuan yang lain lagi. Oke lah, gue terlalu banyak basa-basi. Sampai bertemu di kesempatan selanjutnya teman-teman. Dadah. Cari susah dapetnya malah di sini.